Hello, everyone. Today I'm joined by Bahram Cadavi, co-founder of Zenora Wellness, powered by Silly by Design USA. Welcome to our conversation.
Thank you, Sam.
Well, first and foremost, I would like for you to help us understand what is Zenora Wellness.
Zenora Wellness is the global partner or marketing partner, if you like so, of Silly by Design USA. Our products are made in the USA by Silly by Design, and we are the global marketing partner. We're based in Zurich, in Switzerland, and we started 3 years ago to promote the products through the DACH region, which is Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. So far, so good. We have made a huge success in these markets for our products and services, which we have nearly 100,000 customers right now, daily users of our products, and it's joining like 7,000 new users on a monthly basis. Our products is basically we're redefining supplementation because we're transforming the supplement industry by replacing traditional pills, powders, and oil-based products, which are not water-based. And our products are absolutely water-based and highly absorbable. We support healthy aging, vitality, youthful appearances, resiliences, lasting energy, focus, and overall well-being. People see the differences between before and after taking our products. And we have tremendously been successful by recommendation of our product, being spread all over the market by recommendation. And since off market we've been so successful, we decided to go online and approach influencers and their followers.
Perfect. I would like to have a little bit more insight in your decision to actually use influencers because when it comes to advertising online, some people try, I don't know, ads on other platforms, but you chose to go with people, maybe build community. Why did you choose influencers?
That was very, very easy for us to approach influencers since our products have been, if you like, so distributed through recommendations. Okay, our products are being recommended to other people, so we didn't to put any sort of ads outside. The 100,000 people that joined our customer bases within a 3 years time, they are all based on recommendations. So we had no ads going out, right? So
Wow.
we said to ourselves, okay, if we have not done any ads outside on an offline basis, why should we go for online basis and put some ads? So let's go to people again, because that works very well for us in an offline basis. And the only way to go to people are influencers, in that realm of online space, right? So we want to pull in the influencers, so they can test our products. We send our testing products to them. They can easily test our products, and if they're happy, they're going to recommend it. And now on a huge leverage base, not on a one-to-one recommendation, but only through posting and everything, and the followers that they have. Basically, they will see their posts, and all of a sudden we have people joining our customer bases on a leverage basis. What we understood, the influencers that are very big on followers, they kind of, they're a bit more greedy, if you like so, in terms of remuneration and everything. So it didn't work for us. We basically like the influencers that are on lower levels, if you like so. Around 5,000 and 10,000 followers. This is the sweet spot that we feel comfortable. Anything above that, they have, which is absolutely understandable also. They have huge followers and everything, and they want to have a more upfront remuneration, if you like. So they have other tariffs and everything. But we have done right now the test with the 10,000 followers that they have. And it's all a numbers game, from all this posting and everything, it comes down on how many people will click the link, how many people will buy. So we have those numbers, and we said to ourselves, okay, we can put about $500 of marketing budget per influencer. And this includes the kit, the starter kit that we send out at the product, and also the posting financial remuneration. And for each influencer, we have $500 plus a back kick on commissions, a back end, So for every product they sell, they get also a commission from us. So we have a two side of remuneration. One is upfront, and one is on a back side that they can also get some commission on their link that they have, the referral link that they have. know? So that's why we chose influencers, and that's the only reason we approach people in terms instead of going full on advertising on a Facebook or Instagram, you know?
Okay, I get it. You mentioned also before that you used a lot of our campaign features so you could attract not only go-to influencers, but attract more influencers using our platform. I would like to know from from the experience that you've had so far with the campaigns, what are three things that you would repeat or avoid in your next influencer push?
Okay, what I would like to repeat is definitely the sizes of influencers. So I'm gonna choose the sizes of influencers that have around 5 to 10,000 followers. I'm not gonna go above that for our products and services. That's I'm gonna repeat that again. What I'm gonna repeat again is also the budget that we have created for each influencer. I'm not gonna go above that. So basic influencers are happy to get in that kind of a range, the 5 to 10,000 followers range. They're happy to get a remuneration of about $500 for 3 posts they do. So it's about $150 per post that they put. And the kickback that they have behind that is much more. They can go up to 150,000 a year remuneration per year, you know, because it's a recurring revenues that they can create with us. So it's not only a one-time shot because people use their products and services on a monthly basis. So it's a kind of a ongoing commission that is going paid out to them. So they're very happy on that. So I'm going to repeat that. If you like, so the selection of the influencers, I'm going to go very, very not wide, you know, very specific. So meaning that I don't want to put influencer in all Europe, you know, search for influencers in all Europe in health and wellness niche, you know, and then I'm going to choose them. No, I'm going to go by country, you know, for example. So I'm going to say, okay, show me only Swiss influencers, health and wellness niche, and then I'm going to select them down. So I'm going to have few influencers, you know, not a lot of influencers that I can choose and send the campaign to, you know. So I can also communicate with them in a more personal basis, you know. Is and they're gonna be more comfortable with people that for the brand awareness that is a personal touch going on and not a bulk mail going out to the to all the influencers at the same time. You know that I would rather do the strategy on a personal basis, you know, one-to-one basis.
I understand that Zenora is an e-commerce, but instead of services, you actually have physical products. So I would like to understand how did you measure performance and which metrics did you monitor to actually connect the real results to individual influencers or campaign?
Correct. So basically, we have placed the Google Analytics
Mhm,
on our site, so we know exactly from which influencer generating sales for us.
mhm.
Since you guys have also a tracking campaign on the influencer, which is great, I can also track my campaign on each influencer, like posting a campaign, so I know exactly who said what, which post had most likes, which post has more, if you like, some more success than other posts. On a Google Analytics, we know exactly how many visitors visited our website, the e-commerce, and how many people bought through the influencer post. So we can measure that. And then definitely, if we like the influencer, you have a new feature in your version of your platform, which is a look-alike influencer that has a huge success with us. So I can search on your platform to have a similar influencer to invite them to our campaign.
Now, about like creator selection, I wanted to know like when you evaluated creators, which signals and patterns did you look beyond follower count and engagement rate, and what helped you predict what would actually convert?
Feel it really at the very beginning if this is the right influencer, you know, the speed of communication with the influencer was very important. Know that that's going to be a good influencer for us to generate sales.
You mentioned that for you, like metric of success is definitely understanding how you communicate with the creator and his willingness to actually advertise your product. So the connection that you can create with the creator to then he create a connection with his audience. Speaking of, how did you brief the creators to maintain their authenticity while staying aligned to the message that you wanted them to give to their audience? And what worked and what do you think that could be refined in next campaigns?
The campaign is very clear already what sort of message we like to the influencer go out. And sometimes they ask us again, okay, is this what you like to us to do? And basically some influencers also show us a post before posting, so we can go through the post and say, hey, that's fine with us. So so far so good. We haven't experienced any sort of malfare or something like, oh no, this is not good. The influencers are really pros, that we work for with, that they understand brand awareness and the brand deal, so they're not gonna destroy the reputation of a brand. We only work with influencers that have tested our products. So once they're happy with our product, I feel then they promote it as offline. Our customers offline, they're happy and they recommend it very genuinely. They're not gonna mess up with their reputation or something. They genuinely say, hey, I feel better, I feel more energized, I feel more vital, I feel more youthful, I have more energy. So you cannot mess up with the brand a lot. This is exactly what we expect also from the results of the product, the outcome of the product. Influencers that have lower followers, they're very eager to work, because they don't have a lot of business, going on, or some of them not having any sort of business yet.
Mhm.
They haven't monetized yet the followers. So they'd like us to come and say, hey, that's a good idea. I can now monetize my followers. I have 10,000 followers. Why not? I'm going to post it. So they're very happy. Sometimes we're the first guys in town for
Mhm.
their followers having been promoted to, which is great.
This is actually really nice because I feel like the audience creates a connection. If the audience already has a connection with the content creator, and this content creator says, this brand actually reached out to me with this nice product that I believe in, and maybe you guys should test it. I feel like it also creates a connection with your audience.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Because we connect ourselves first to the influencer, we
Mhm.
need a real authentic connection to the influencer. We believe once we have this kind of an authentic connection to the influencer, then the influencer can project it to their followers the same manner. And it's really authentic. It's nothing made of or whatever. And if the influencer is not happy with our product whatsoever, we don't want them to post it. That's it. We separate in a friendly manner, and that's it. We really want the influencer that is very excited about the product. You have to remember our product is very unique. It's water based supplement. So in the morning you just take one shot. It's very simple. It takes out all the guesswork. And the people are experiencing after 2 weeks, 3 weeks of taking it a real change. Really,
Mhm.
there's a before and after. You cannot compare. So this kind of experience we'd like to have the influencers, so that I feel for your audience or for your customers also that which would like to use influencers, is also for them very important that they use the influencer has used their product and services first, authentic, and then they go out and post it. Is much more authentic and much is a better message that goes out. Also in terms of how they post it, influencer that has not yet use your product and services, that post is completely different than a post that they have experienced it themselves. So
This is so true. This is so true. Now, if you don't mind sharing, do you have like any campaign numbers that you could like share with us? The budget, number of creators that you reached out to, or some creators that you actually used, and how many sales they actually generated for your company?
yeah, so we have the numbers really down. So basically, what happens here is that for not all the, you have to understand, if the influencer has 10,000 followers, for example, on Instagram, Meta doesn't allow, or, if they post, just be sure that not all the 10,000 people are going to get the message at once.
Hmm.
That's a problem. Meta doesn't allow that, or their all algorithm doesn't allow, although you have all the followers,
Uh-huh.
but you post it and not all the 10,000 are going to see the post. That's number one. Number two, we have to understand that, okay, if they post, approximately how many people gonna see and react. That's why where you guys come in, so we can track the campaign in terms of who liked it, who interacted, and then so on and so forth. So one post, how many people really interacted with the post. So that shows us that those people has seen the post. Yes. So
Hmm.
once they interact, they have seen the post. Yes. So that's how we kind of interact, have our numbers straight, you know. What we see normally is about a 20%, which is great. If we have a 20% click on link, you know, so if let's say 1,000 people see the post and 20% or 15% click on the link, right? So it's about 150, 200 people click our website, you know, so they come to our e-commerce website, yes, and they look around and you know is it good, is it not good, and don't forget they come based on recommendation, so they are warm leads, if you like, so you know they're not cold visitors, you know. So they are warm visitors is like going to a pizza, you know. You went to a pizzeria house, you had a great pizza, and you tell the other friends, hey, just go to the pizza, they have a great pizza. So you go also to the pizzeria. So these are warm visitors. They expect something from a good product, you know. So basically, these 150 people come to our website. They are already, if you like, so with a mindset that, hey, I'm gonna seize a product that's gonna help me with vitality, with energy, with that's how recommendation is so important, you know. So go to our website. So that's about 150 people. Is anywhere between 10 and 20% of the people looking at the post, you know.
Hmm.
And on that, if we get a 5% sales, okay, and ratio, we're going to be very happy, you know. So on 100 visitors, five sales, 5%, anywhere between 5 and 10%, we're going to be very happy. So here we go. You have the numbers.
Okay. And what is one piece of advice you would give to marketers who are getting started in influencer marketing?
What I experienced again is a very important part that you get in touch with them on a personal level, you know. So
Mhm.
don't send any sort of bulk emails to all the people, influencer, which you provide also on your platform. So you can send a bulk email to all the influencers at once. You know, like I can send an email through your platform to 100 influencers at once with the same message. You know, I feel it's not good today with AI and Chat GPT and everything. You know, you can put the profile, the influencer profile in the chat, and then say, "Hey, create a nice message to this influencer. I would like to gain their interest for my campaign." And chat will give you exactly an email personalized to that kind of influencer. And I'm sending the email really one-to-one to influencer based on their profile and their interests and on their followers. So I get a more response, if you like, so on a personal level, on a brand awareness, rather than go a bulk on all the influence at once. So,
Oh yeah, and most definitely there's like a new feature that we released, I feel like 1 week ago, which is the AI inbox that allows you to do that from inside the platform.
oh, how about that? I
So
didn't know
on
that. Okay.
V3, you can
Oh,
actually
nice.
just set the details of your campaign, and then when you reach out to the creators inside your campaign, you can ask them, just like ChatGPT, you can just write, send them an email with the context of the campaign, inviting them to be part of it, and it's going to write like a specific message to each
Oh,
creator
nice.
because they're
Oh,
going to
nice.
analyze
Didn't
their
know
social
that. Here
media.
we go. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Very nice. So that saves me, go back and forth with chat, you know, so it's good. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure, for sure, for sure. And I wanted to know, how did you actually, because you said you started your influencer marketing strategy with Favikon for, so
Correct.
I would like to understand like what features helped you the most to understand and how to use influencers, and which of them actually helped you to save time or earn more money.
In terms of time, selecting the influencer in front of me, you know, if I put the wellness and the health and wellness niche down to Switzerland, it comes like straight to me, and I can check all the profiles. I can check their interaction. I can check. With whom they had run campaigns before, you know, with which brands and everything. So, you know, I have all the information. Basically, you guys are a data provider, you know, so you provide data on all the influencers, which is great, you know. So on that data, I can choose the influencer in a very more efficient manner rather than know Favikon and go by my own and searching on Instagram each influencer on my own. So that saves time and money.
Final question.
Tell me.
Judging by all that you've learned so far using influencers, doing influencer marketing, building and creating and refining your strategy, I wanted to know from you, do you think working with influencers is a scalable channel, and if you had 2 or 3 times your budget, would you do something different or you would invest in influencers again?
No, I would scale it. Definitely, I would scale it because I tested it already on a small basis. As I told you, if you test it on a small basis and it works, do the same again with more budget. It's going to work definitely. I mean, it's a logical approach. So I recommend it to anybody that would like to go in the space of marketing. Definitely, it's a try or a part of your try on online marketing should be also a part of your try would be an influencer. Definitely, I recommend it to any marketer there outside.
Okay, perfect. Bahram, thank you so much for your time. It was really nice to have some insight on your strategy, what you've learned so far, and how you're actually getting results using influencers for Zenora.
Sam, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.